Welcome back to the channel. This year, Manchester United versus FCSB, the Romanian team in the Europa League. That's no disrespect to them, but I've had to actually do a little bit of research on their form because I never knew this club existed until about 2 hours ago, to be honest. But no, all jokes aside, we are going to be doing a preview on this and talk about United news, Patrick Dorgu, what starting 11 we're going to be talking about as well, and a bit about FCSB and what they're about, and will they have any sort of trouble to actually challenge Manchester United, because United are currently undefeated in the Europa League. I mean, let's give a clap to the players that they've actually played well in the competition for once. But the way that we've played recently is very hilly, you could say, and a roller coaster is the type of better way analogy to use. But with the way that we're playing at the moment, anyone could beat us, but we could also beat anyone. That's generally the type of form that we're in at the moment. And I am expecting Amorim to rotate in this game personally, because the FS, well, I can't even say it, it was a FCSB. They really shouldn't have any high quality players. They haven't got any future star wonder kids in their ranks. Realistically, this should be a smash and grab. Let's go to Romania. Let's go to the markets, play these bums and smash them 4-0, come back home to Manchester and play Crystal Palace at weekend. So realistically, for me, this is a great way for Amorim to give players a run out who are either coming back from injury or players who are low on confidence. That's the type of approach that I would take. Or maybe start off strong and then bring on the players who need to have a bit of confidence building, you could say. But personally, I would go for the first option, where I would be starting not my main team, maybe give a few starters a bit of a rest, but I would definitely I want to smash these, like prove a point, like play attractive attacking football, because it has been a bit of a struggle under Amorim recently. He hasn't hit the ground running like I think he thought he would. He soon realised that the job isn't as easy as he thought it would be. But anyway, let's quickly talk about our opposition, FCSB. Now, they're in the Romanian league and they're currently joint first. In the Europa League, they currently sit in 8th. And they've, apart from Rangers, where they lost 4-0, they've really not played anyone. I mean, they drew with Olympiacos and Hoffenheim, but realistically, they've not played anyone massive. And you could say that's why they're in the position that they're in. And obviously, it's going to give a small club like this Romanian team such a high pedestal. The financial gain they'll get from this, obviously, from a club's perspective, this will be brilliant for a club of their stature. But like I said, I've had to watch a few of their clips and highlights that are on YouTube for the Europa League. And from the about 10 minutes of clips that I've seen, they do seem to set up in a low block and set up for the counter-attack, but they do seem very disciplined in the game against Rangers. Now, even though they lost 4-0, the scoreline seemed a bit unfair, so the Rangers were just very clinical with their chances. And it sounds like a battering, but I don't think it was. You know, they just made mistakes and Rangers had a bit too much quality for them, and that's what I'm demanding from Manchester United tomorrow evening, that we should have enough quality in our youth team to smash these players. Never mind the senior team. So this senior team, honestly, smash them 7-0, smash them 6-0. I don't care. Don't concede and just absolutely run ragged right through them. But my predicted 11 is going to be Biende in net, because I feel like that you can just start Biende in this. I feel like he's a much better goalkeeper than Andre Onana, and Andre Onana is very questionable at the moment. But yeah, Biende starts for me. I'd start Mazraoui and Malacia as the wing backs. And as well, we are going to make a video on Patrick Dorgu as well, what he's going to be bringing to Manchester United and how he fares different to our other current players in that position. And then the back line will be De Ligt, Martinez and Yoro. Now, I was thinking of starting Maguire. I was thinking of starting De Ligt and Lindelof and Maguire. But Maguire, I just feel like that I'd rather give Yoro a run out than Maguire. And Yoro played really well, I think, against Fulham. So for me, he deserves a run out. In midfield, I am changing it. I am changing the pivot. And I am going for Toby Collier and Christian Eriksen. I feel like that midfield too is different. Let's see how it does. You know, Eriksen will bring the playmaking ability, and Collier, for me, deserves a start because I've been very, very impressed with his cameos when he's been coming off the bench, and I think he deserves a start. And against a team like FCSB, he deserves... It'll be clear. He'll have that quality on the pitch. You'll be able to match him. Will he have the physicality that they'll bring? Because no doubt they will be trying to kick us and stuff. Like, they will be aggressive. They will be cheating almost. And they will probably have a short temper if Manchester United start scoring goals early. So it could be a long day for this team. But, yeah, so I'd have Collier in the midfield next to Eriksen. And then up front, I will have Amad Diallo, Alejandro Garnacho. And I'm going to stick with Rasmus Højlund. That's why I mentioned at the start that players who are a bit low on confidence. And right now, I think it makes sense to start Rasmus Højlund because he's receiving a lot of criticism from Manchester United fans, myself included. I have criticised him a lot recently. He really hasn't been up to scratch. But there is the main fact that he's joint top goal scorer in the Europa League this season. For some reason, I don't know whether it's the pressure of the Premier League or he's just comfortable in the Europa League, but he is so different. Like, he actually puts away his chances, or he gets in them right positions and he makes the right decisions. And like I said, it might be the pressure of the Premier League when it comes to Højlund, but in the Europa League, it's like he's not as, like, I don't know what the word is. Like, he's not as harsh on himself. And for me, he just looks a lot more relaxed and isn't as pressured to put away these chances. Now, Amorim might start Xerxes and bring Højlund on for a few goals, but we'll see. I would personally start him and see how it goes. But yeah, that is my predicted 11. But yeah, I've put it on the thumbnail as well. Garnacho has to start for me because I still think it's quite fragile about the whole rumours away for him linked to Chelsea and Napoli still. And I feel like watching Amorim start Garnacho and playing Garnacho should say to Jim Ratcliffe, find some other way to find the funds because you're not selling Garnacho because he's a quick cash and grab. You know, I want Garnacho. Garnacho wants to stay at the club and I'm going to play him. And, you know, you look at the likes of Casemiro, you look at the likes of Marcus Rashford as well under Ruben Amorim. And clearly, Ruben Amorim isn't going to play the players that or he doesn't think that are going to be ready for him or aren't going to put the work in. So, you know, with Casemiro and Rashford, they might sit out in this. I mean, maybe Casemiro can play midfield next to Eriksen or Collier, but has Casemiro even played under Amorim yet? I don't think he has. So, yeah, we'll have to see what team Amorim does go for. But, yeah, this isn't really going to be a long, tactical, in-depth video. For me, I just feel like United are going to smash them. Let's just go to Romania, get the job done and focus for Crystal Palace. You know, try and just be 4-0 up at half-time, put the game to bed, and then you can start taking off your more important players and get them rested for Sunday against Crystal Palace. But yeah, I really don't see much of a threat. And United have qualified anyway. We are undefeated in Europe this season as well. So I'm expecting a very comfortable victory for Manchester United. But if you made it far into the video, thank you so much for watching. Leave a like on the video, subscribe if you are new, and comment down below your predictions for United versus FCSB. I had to check their name again. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.